Well, that was interesting. They get pretty excited sometimes, I guess, and that's just what happens. It's just like anything else. You know, they got emotions too. They get angry. I think they get impatient. When they get hungry, maybe they get hangry. I don't know, but that's just what happens when you're feeding sometimes. And they got a little excited around the bale of hay, moving it around there, and then kind of got into some headbutting. And I don't know what's up with them today. A little bit out of character, but now. It doesn't always unroll that easy. Sometimes the thing just completely falls apart, which I'm gonna have to spread this out anyway and get it spread out where they can all get to it. It did spread out some as we were coming up the hill, but that's just what we're dealing with today. So be careful when you're feeding, especially with a number of cattle, because they are unpredictable. They're always unpredictable, just like any animal, really. And you just got to be ready to deal with whatever's there. Just like I'm not looking behind my back right now, I don't know what could be going on. It's good to check your surroundings every once in a while. Keep your head on a swivel, I guess you could say. Now, we are heading into the spring season, and we are generally going to be turning them out to pasture over the last 3 years, on average anyway, about April 5th. Now this year, things will look different. The grass looked like it was going to be coming on a little bit better, and we got some cold spells, some freezes, right in the middle of some really nice warm bits of weather there. And so I think it really slowed things down. And that's kind of disheartening, but one of the things you want to do to prepare for that is don't assume that you're going to stop feeding for the winter season every year at the same time. You've got to be ready to feed beyond that time. I would plan for at least a couple weeks, you know, because you just don't know what the weather's going to do. You just can't tell if there's going to be a late freeze or some snows or something like that. You just got to be ready. So my advice is keep your hay in the barn, and if you don't have enough, I would plan out and have more than enough. Like the old adage goes, it's better to have more than not enough. And that's the same for hay. You need to have enough hay for your cattle. You got to be able to feed your cattle. They can't go hungry. So make sure you have enough hay in your barn. Be prepared for later feeding seasons that go into the spring a bit more. That's what it appears like this spring will look like. And so we're just gonna deal with it as it comes. I think we will be okay this year. We still have around 30 bales, so roughly a little less than a month's worth of feeding in the barn, and I think we'll be okay. And hopefully things will turn for the better here pretty soon, and we'll get some growth on this grass and see these cows. They just love to run out into that green pasture when it's just lush and thick. And so we'll definitely show you that when that time comes. For now though, we're still feeding. Make sure you have enough hay in the barn for your winter feeding season, because it could go longer than you think. We'll see you next time.